Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge and I've had enough. I've had enough of this. Some might say Howard Webb, the PGMOL and VAR don't need another pile-on with what's happened with that video and David Coote. But we've now had Howard Webb giving his thoughts on another incident, which I can only use the word hypocrites. I mean, is this bias or is it just celebrity referees wanting to be centre of attention? Because something is going on. We're tired of it. And where is the accountability? You know, Gary Neville wants a football regulator. We need regulation of the officiate. I'll do it. I'll easily do it. It's such an easy job. It's out of control. It's absolutely out of control. And I'm tired of it. It's incredible. We've got Howard Webb again coming out admitting they've got a big decision wrong. And this time, there is no accountability. I mean, he basically says this in relation to the West Ham-Manchester United game where a late penalty was given that the referee on the pitch, which happened to be David Coote, by the way, didn't given. It was Michael Oliver on VAR who gets involved. And this is what Howard Webb has had to say. I thought it was misread by VAR. A VAR that's normally really talented and reliable, but gets uber-focused in the situation on De Ligt's leg. The VAR sees that as a clear foul. I think he's too focused on that aspect. The ball is already past De Ligt as he makes contact with Danny Ings. I think this is a situation where we'd leave the on-field decision as it is, probably whichever way it's called. On balance, I don't think it's a penalty kick. Hold on, Howard. You're describing Michael Oliver as a really talented and reliable, uber-focused person when it comes to VAR. Mate, last season in the Manchester derby, he gave a penalty exactly the same. Rasmus barely touches Rodri, gets in Anthony Taylor's ear and says, I think there's a penalty there. He's got form for this. You know, we can't just brush it under the carpet again and go, oh, I've got bigger things to deal with, like that video. It's hypocritical. I know the video from David Coote is like, you know, off-field in his spare time saying something about Liverpool, but he ain't on the field when he's doing it. Michael Oliver's sat in the VAR room getting involved in something nobody to this minute understands why he gets involved in. And he's done it before. He's done it to Man United before. He's probably done it to other clubs before. He sits in the VAR room and he's either got bias or he's got big man syndrome where he wants to be the centre of attention. And what does Howard Webb do? Knows it's a massive mistake, gives him a Man City game the next week, and then gives him Chelsea Arsenal the week after that. So where's the accountability, Howard? You know, you've suspended David Coote for a video that he did a few years ago about Liverpool. Absolutely in agreement with that. Why was Michael Oliver not suspended? He's done something on the pitch that you admit is weird. Why has he got involved? He's gone against your rules and he's done it before. So I'm calling hypocrisy here. We're all centred on a video that happened a few years ago, which was out of order. We've got the boss of the PGMOL saying, I don't really understand why one of my referees has got involved in the game when he shouldn't have done and basically broken the rules. He's basically saying, and when you read and listen, look, when you listen to the audio of what Michael Oliver says, it gets even worse. This is what he goes. Cootie, so he calls him Cootie, Ollie, Cootie, you know, fuck this. I'm fuming about it. I'm absolutely fuming about the pat on the back lads brigade that goes on with the PGMOL. This is why I've been saying for a long time they need to separate VAR and the referees and there should be no contact. There should be no mates rates. Cootie, I'm going to recommend an on-field review for a possible penalty. This is the best angle we've got. We'll run through it. This is the contact from De Ligt. So there's no contact on the ball from De Ligt. So Cootie replies with, so we've got knee-to-knee contact, lower leg contact from De Ligt on Danny Ings with no contact on the ball. So we've got knee-to-knee contact, but does Ings have control of the ball at any point? Ollie says he does not. He's moving into the way of the ball and De Ligt comes into contact with him. This is the best angle we've got. And he has to give a penalty for that. So basically, Michael Oliver has absolutely outed himself as getting involved in something he never should have got involved in. We've all seen it. Even Liverpool fans know it's not a penalty. It's two players coming together. No one's ever in control of the ball. It's a 50-50. It's not a foul. And Michael Oliver, not only, look, I'll admit, some people have different opinions and go, I think it was a foul. But it's not clear and obvious. That's the point. That's what Howard Webb's saying. That's what everyone else is saying. It's not a penalty anyway. But even if you think it is a penalty, the referee on the pitch didn't give it.
It's not like De Ligt's grabbed him, put him in a tombstone and done a sharpshooter as well. He's absolutely not a penalty in most people's opinions. But even if you think it is, the referee on the pitch hasn't given it, and it's not clearly and obviously a penalty. So why, explain to me why, Howard Webb, explain to me why, Michael Oliver, explain to me why, David Coote, that has happened. Why has David Coote not said, come on, what are you talking about? I'm sticking with my on-field decision. He's felt pressured by a guy who for some reason has decided, you know what? I know I'm breaking the rules here. I know I shouldn't be getting involved, but I've done it before. I'm Michael Oliver. I'm going to do it again. And then Howard Webb's called him out for it, but kept him refereeing big games. So what's Michael Oliver doing? Sat there doing his hair again, going, oh, Howard's told me off, whatever. I've got Man City at the weekend, whatever. I couldn't give a shit. Not going to do anything, is he? And that's what I mean. Hypocrites. You suspended David Coote. Well done. Why has Michael Oliver not been suspended? Why are you not looking at the fact that he's done that to Man United before? That he's done it to other teams before? Offsides and stuff like that. Howard Webb needs to realise that not everybody is shouting corruption. Not everybody is... Because that's all they're worried about. If I said the word... If I actually said, I think that they are... Oh, they'd have their lawyers on. I've been contacted before. They're very aware of what people are saying about them. But I tell you what, Howard, you won't be dunking cups of tea if you had a chat with me on my podcast, because I would be saying this. Why is it you suspend some people? What about the guy, Arsenal, a few years ago, got the line wrong, suspended, don't even know if he's still in the game. But Michael Oliver, you can admit he's got it wrong. What, you scared of him? Well, why are you scared of him? You jealous? What is it? Why is it you can say he's broken the rules and then give him Man City and then give him Chelsea Arsenal when he's done it before? He has blatantly given a penalty that, let's be honest, I mean, I don't want to say this, but it cost Man United a point. Man United lost that game. They would have got a point out of that. Ten Hag might have kept his job. I'm not interested in that. That's not what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter whether it's West Ham, Man United, or it's Liverpool against Arsenal. I don't care. I'd still be saying the same thing. It's hypocritical, and it's bang out of order, and it is wrong. And where is the repercussions from it? And I'm tired of listening to the audio of QT, Ollie, Taylory. It's just, it is bang out of order. And I don't think it's corrupt. You get in the comments, you tell me what you think it is. I tell you what I think it is. I think it is unprofessional, egotistical people who have Hollywood syndrome, who want to be centre of attention, who are inconsistent because they think, oh, Trossard's kicked the ball away, yellow, off. Well, you can't complain about it. You can't complain about it because technically I've got it right. Or, you know, I'm sat in the VAR room. Oh, I've seen something there that the referee's not seen. I think you need to look at this. They're not following the guidelines. They're following some sort of ego trip. And what they don't realise is that you don't need to. You don't need to, because there will be big incidents where you can give the right decision and be centre of attention anyway. And what we've got is these people chasing big moments that aren't big moments because they want the cameras and everything on them. And that's, for me, it comes down to that. Some people want to call it corruption. You're going to have to prove that. Some people call it bias. You're going to have to prove that. Something's going on, Howard. It's not incompetence. They're sticking their nose into things they don't need to stick in their nose into. I personally think it's just ego. I think they've got ego. I think they're on a power trip. And this happens in organisations where they've got names, nicknames. Everyone protects each other. Howard Webb should have suspended Michael Oliver for that. It's not the first time he's done it. He should have suspended him. It would have been a big statement. It's weak leadership. Because by not suspending him when everybody knows he's got it wrong, it just empowers the referees to go, even when we get it wrong, Howard doesn't do anything. He's got our backs. There's no accountability. There's no accountability. In any other job, if you make a mistake, you will get disciplined for it. Michael Oliver should have been suspended from Premier League action for a week. What does he do? He gets Man City. I've had enough of it. I've absolutely had enough of it. Nobody's doing anything about it. Everybody thinks it's okay. This is costing clubs points. It is unfair. It is inconsistent. And it is ruining the game. Yet again. We need independent regulation of the officiating in the Premier League, and we need to separate on-field referees with off-field referees and specialise VAR so that we've got specialists who don't enter the pitch and the people on the pitch don't enter the VAR room. It's a mess, and we still haven't got
the offside technology yet. What a bloody joke. The best league in the world, the richest league in the world, being run like a bloody car boot sale on a Sunday morning. It's a joke. Get your comments in. Smash a like. Make sure you can subscribe. I look forward to reading your thoughts.